All right, I'm not gonna lie. The numbers this month surprised me. Single-family homes, condos, and multifamily homes all went in completely different directions, but it actually gives us a really clear picture of where things might be heading as we roll into 2026. What's up, everyone? John Rozek here with eXp Realty. Thanks for tuning in. This is your November 2025 market update for Milwaukee, Waukesha, Washington, and Ozaukee counties. Let's jump in.
3, 2, 1.
So let's start with single-family homes. They were still pretty active in November, a little slower because of the holidays. Everyone's thinking about Turkey and travel, but still very much moving. Here's the rundown. There were 872 new listings, which is a big drop from last month, but that's November. It happens every year. 2,147 active listings, which is a slight dip from October, but still higher than last year, which is honestly really good to see. 310 under contract. This one made me double check the report. That's up almost 19%, so buyers didn't take the month off. 781 sold, down month to month, totally seasonal. Average days on market 24, still quick. If a home was clean and priced right, it didn't sit long. Overall, the single family side stayed strong. Nothing dramatic, just steady, competitive, and very Milwaukee. Condos were a different story this month. Here's what stood out. 223 new listings. That number jumped up 17%, and heading into winter, that was unexpected. 777 active listings, basically the same as last month, but noticeably higher than last year. So condo supply is building. 80 under contract, a small increase from October, but still softer year over year. 189 condos sold, that's down about 32%, a much bigger drop than the single family side. And the average days on market was 34, definitely slower than houses. So condos cooled off a bit. Buyers aren't rushing, they're comparing options, taking their time, and it shows in the numbers. Now let's talk multifamily, duplexes, triplexes, 4 units, the properties everyone jokes about buying until they meet the 80-year-old boiler in the basement. This part of the market stayed pretty active. 160 new listings, a small bump from last month. 494 active listings, which is down 13%, so inventory tightened up a bit. 78 under contract. This was the standout number, up 26%. The investors showed up. 140 sold, down month to month, but nothing unusual. And the average days on market was 29, which is still very steady. So multifamily stayed busy. Even with higher rates, the investor crowd didn't slow down. All right, here's the bigger picture of what November actually looked like. Single-family homes were the steady part of the market. Even with fewer new listings because of the holidays, buyers stayed active. Homes that were clean and priced right moved fast, and the demand is still very much there. Condos had the biggest shift. More listings came on the market, and buyers slowed down. Nothing dramatic, just more relaxed pace, longer days on the market, and a little more room for buyers to compare options. It feels like condos are settling into a more balanced spot. Multifamily was the curveball. Inventory tightened, and investor activity actually jumped. Rates didn't scare people off. Investors were still writing offers on duplexes and small multi-units. A pretty active month on that side. And overall, even with the seasonal slowdown, the market held up better than most people expected. Buyers didn't disappear. Sellers who priced well still saw solid activity. And we're heading into 2026 with a clear feel for where each segment is trending. If you want the numbers for your neighborhood, your condo building, or just your price point, reach out. You can contact me directly at 608-797-9354 or email me at john.rozek@exprealty.com. I'll put together a clean, simple breakdown for you. No pressure, and we'll skip the sales pitch. Just helpful info. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps you get a good feel for what's going on around Milwaukee right now. Have a great week, and I'll see you in next week's video.